It's a beautiful October morning here in Georgia. On a little adventure today to go pick up something for my buddy Mark Frisbee with Built Shoulda Bought Garage. And got my Built Shoulda Bought t-shirt on. Got my Built Shoulda Bought coffee. I even have my Built Shoulda Bought underwear on. Yeah, got the whole collection. Anyway, me and Peanut are off to pick up a little something in Dallas, Georgia for Mark and his stepdaughter, little build they got going on that's going to be really cool when it's done. All right, follow along. Let's see what we can drag home. So the car we just put on the trailer is a 2000 Corvette. My buddy Mark Frisbee found it on Facebook Marketplace for $5,000. Mark lives outside Indianapolis, Indiana. The car was in Dallas, Georgia, so he needed somebody to go pick it up for him. He's got a project going on where he's gonna put a Blazer body on top of a C5 Corvette. So anyway, I went and picked the car up for Mark. I didn't really want to interview the seller because the car's kind of a sore spot for him, literally a sore spot. He ended up in the hospital because of the accident. I'll tell y'all a little more about it later. Well, here's what happens when you help out a friend. You end up breaking down yourself. Not really. There's a car show down the road here and there really wasn't a good place to park in the parking lot. So I pulled up here and pulled off and gonna go check out some of the cars at the car show. Me and Peanut, come on girl, let's go. First car show ever. I had no idea that this show was going on, and it's at Westview Baptist Church, and I happen to know the guys who put it on, the Bells. Tony Bell and his dad Anthony, they got a amazing 67 Nova here. They do the paint. They actually painted Finnegan's wife's El Camino. This killer 30 Ford Model A, I believe. Yeah. They made cars smaller back in the day. Got an old flathead on it. Got 4 cylinders, but you look at the exhaust, looks like it's a V6. And then this 70 Chevelle. So they own all 3 of these and they did all the paint and body to them. This is one of my favorites. It is a 67 Camaro. It's got a straight 6 in it with AC. might go for some different wheels, but that's a good looking car. And then we got a 73 Pinto. I used to own a 73 Pinto. Spending my grandchildren's inheritance, I don't know about that with a 73 Pinto. All right, I think that's a wrap on the car show. We are headed to Newnan with Mark Frisbee's Corvette. All right, me and Peanut have made it back to the shop. Right, girl? Anyway, the story is the guy got the car, I think in January, and he had it 5 days, did not have it insured. Either him or a friend of his friend was driving. He doesn't remember the accident. It put him in the hospital for a number of days with cracked vertebrae, but he doesn't remember. His friend has disappeared, so kind of suspicious, but I don't know. He's had it sitting in his driveway since then, like 10 months, 9-10 months, and just wanted it gone. Originally he was going to try to fix it, and I think he probably should have, because I'm assuming all these are just bolt-on parts. But anyway, he cut everything off. This sustained the most damage. You can see where that bumper is supposed to be straight, so it hit there. Don't know if there's any damage to the suspension here. The Borla exhaust took a little bit of a hit, but the pipe might be able to be straightened. I don't know. I was going to try to get some air in this tire and see if I could drive it and like roast Mark's tires before he comes down. We'll see. But yeah, it's seen better days. He had it 5 days and no insurance. So get insurance, people. Yeah, it would have made a difference. He lost a lot of money by not having insurance, plus a hospital visit too. Be careful who you let drive your cars. Don't let somebody like me drive them. Anyway, fortunately he is okay. Just hurt his wallet mainly. He's like 68 years old, so old dude in a Corvette. Gotta watch him. Got a jack here, got a strap I'm going to use to put around the tire. Probably have to jack up this exhaust a little bit, get it out of my way and block it up with some wood so I can get the jack under the A-arm. It's kind of tight. We'll see what we can do to get this thing on the road. That's the goal. All right, let's see what we can do here. Got a little slack out. Now, the trick is to tighten this up so it makes the tire bulge on the, and I know this is not, you want to use like soapy water, but you know, whatever. Anything wet, make it slide on there. All right, let's see. So I used to work at a JCPenney Auto Center back in the day, just like they had a Sears Auto Center. JCPenney had an Auto Center too, and I learned a lot about tires then. And one thing, like if you're trying to get a tire to seat that isn't doing it easily, you can take out the valve stem, and that's going to allow the air to flow in there faster to where you can build up pressure, get it to seat on the wheel. And I'm using a compressor now, compressed air versus that little hand compressor. It should put in the air in there a lot faster, so maybe it'll grab it. Oh, I think it is. Yeah, there we go. It'll pop in just a second. All right, so I waited until the compressor shut off. So put a little more in there, you'll see it pop up on the bead here in a second. I'm right above it, I don't really like that, but it should, the tire's probably not gonna explode. There we go. So this rim might end up being bent because it took a pretty hard hit, but doesn't matter as far as just rolling it around. So I'm going to top it off, get it back on the car, and I don't know. I plan to drive it off the trailer. That's the goal. You can see that bumper that's up under the outside cosmetic bumper is straight over there and just bent to heck over here, and everything else, the exhaust, and you can see that all this is shifted forward a couple inches. Changing out the upper and lower control arm might fix some of that, but I think the frame's going to need a little tweaking too, but not too bad overall considering the price of the car. You got a good engine, good transmission, a lot of good parts still on this car. So Mark's going to be able to use this under the Blazer with not a lot of money invested, because he's probably going to get some money out of parts that he can sell. Definitely hitting this. What to do about that, I don't know. It's kind of cracked already, so there we go. How about that, Mark? We are good. We are golden. There we go. Yeah, so just like that, we have a functioning automobile. I'm sure this is out of alignment. I know it's out of alignment, but it will drive right now. Well, in the daylight, if you can use hand signals, you can actually drive this car on the road. Yeah. Yep. We do Borla custom exhaust work here. This was hanging down a lot lower. I've already gotten it up some, but I added another board. Let's see what we can do here. Oh yeah. And by the time we, oh wow, did I go too high? Oh well, we can fix that, maybe. I think it's okay. And while it's up, I'm gonna take a wire. This is where it used to mount. This tab went through here, but of course this is all bent in. But I'm gonna take this wire and run it through. I at least want 2 wraps. You know, we're professional here. We don't do any shoddy work. Oh, I might be able to do 3. That would be good. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. I think we got it going on here. Let's see. Let's pull this wood out of the way. Nothing but the finest in precision exhaust. All right, got the exhaust looking a lot better. All right, Peanut and I are about to take this thing on its maiden voyage. So, because the fenders are in the way, I have to go Bo Duke style and climb in the car. pulled this back a little bit. I'm gonna pull it back too much. But I'm having an issue with the fiberglass scrubbing here, but it's towed in really bad due to the hit. And I think we could do some tow adjustment to get it back out to where it's at least drivable. I mean, really, this car, I believe, without a lot of work, could be made actually fully functional. Not pretty, but as far as the mechanics of it, it wouldn't take too much really to get it to where it was, well, depends on the state you're in, you know. In Georgia, could people drive like this? Yes. In other states, maybe not, but anyway, it's getting there. So, all right, there we go. Got everything clearance there and got the battery charged, so it should be good to go. I don't know if it's actually charging like it should, but I spent some time charging it up. It is tweaked. You can see the gap here, and there's no gap over there. Also, the hood doesn't close right anymore. So this whole car got tweaked, but after Mark is done with it, it's not gonna matter because none of those lines are gonna be there. So yeah, this thing sounds rowdy, I know that. Here we go. It was low on gas. I had to put gas in it, Mark. You owe me gas. Well, let's see what we can do. Whoa. Yeah. All right, Mark. I think it's good. Well, that about wraps it up for the day. The 2500 was a champ today. Did great going and getting the car. And this car, in spite of what it's been through, is actually doing pretty good. You can see how bad that tire, that rear tire, you can see it better from the front, how bad that thing is towed in. And then, like I said, the lines on this car, yeah, they're a little messed up in a few places, but it's got a lot of good parts. Mark can sell parts off of it and probably end up not being in this thing for very much. So it's gonna make a good car. It's got C6 wheels on it. It seems like that one over there is okay, so wheels and tires are good still. I mean, that alone is worth $1,000 probably. So yeah, I think he got a good deal, and looking forward to seeing what he's gonna make of it. All right, it's another day here in the shop, and we got the Corvette about to lift it up and adjust the toe here on the rear. We got Moby and Peanut in the shop together for the first time, and Peanut's giving it to him. She is just non-stop. Anyway, we want to take this thing out on the road, and I don't know, after being around this car for a day or two, something might be going on with me. I'm not really sure, but anyway, I'm just, you know, doing the old man Corvette thing.
Yeah, I guess it just happens to you when you're around a Corvette. You start to look like that. It's terrible. But yeah, this wheel's towed in, and the rear of the car was pushed in here. You actually had to pry it away from the wheel, so it's got some issues going on. We're gonna see what's going on behind the actual wheel.
Yep, I think I might be dressed up for Halloween.
Ridiculous. right, go ahead. What a machine.
Ready to roll?
Yep. Come on, Peanut. Come on. I don't care. Come on.
I'll take it up to the road. All right, first time on the street, so let's see what she'll do here. Yeah, I can see why it got away from him. This thing is rowdy. I don't know what that smell is.
It smells weird.
Yeah.
There's definitely some strange smells coming from the back of this car.
Fiberglass burning up against the exhaust from it being crinkled.
Probably.
First time in a Corvette, huh, Peanut? Yeah, this thing is freaking mean. Ought to do well with the Blazer body on it. That's not good.
Got some rubbing.
I guess I should have checked all the tires. I'm getting low air pressure on the front tires, but I think it'll be okay. I don't know where it's rubbing back there, but
Probably the muffler.
we're gonna end up breaking down here at the end of the road and have to walk home. I don't know why the dash lights flicker. If I turn them up, you'll see they're strobing the whole time.
That is certainly interesting.
Well, it is almost Halloween. You know how you fix it? Turn them down.
Yeah, they're still strobing a little. Going to our private little burnout spot here at the end of the street. It's hard to tell, but I think that wheel might be a touch bent. It seems to be wobbling a little, especially when you look at it in the mirror. We definitely have a little bit of rubbage here. So that rear fiberglass is very close to that wheel. But as a whole, it does run and drive. It's got blinking lights up here too. These little lights. See that? They got a little blink going on. That's weird. There's some electrical stuff going on.
Call it Abe blinking.
Yeah. Give it a rev. Put it in neutral. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
What do you think, Peanut? You don't care? All right, you're gonna do a burnout. Make sure you get your wheels straight. Get your wheels straight.
I want it sideways.
No, you don't. You got traction control on? Hold it.
Hold it.
Yeah, hold it down.
I don't see. I see the. Like that means it's not on, right?
I don't know. Yeah, that thing gets down. He got a little squirrely. No wonder the old last owner wrecked it. Got some good tire marks going. It wasn't a good standing burnout, but it was a good rolling burnout, that's for sure. Oh no, you lost a piece. This guy is reckless. Can you make it do a sitting burnout? Hold the brakes, keep it down and low. See if you can get it to do a sitting burnout. It doesn't want to.
All right. Well, you can drive it back.
Okay. Yeah, that Corvette attire is ridiculous. Those aren't New Balances though, those are Nikes. You're ridiculous. Here you go. Doesn't really do much.
Once it gets some RPMs, it goes. Hey, go get in that pine straw back there.
loose the tires. I don't know if the traction control is still on in some regard, or if now that it's warm, it's just not acting properly. But Peanut doesn't care. Peanut's along for the ride no matter what.
She's like a little Moby. She loves sticking her head out the window.
Yeah. Moby's not a lap dog though.
Yeah.
You got it to break loose the tires pretty good. It really didn't do it for me, even though my foot was on the floor.
Skills.
No luck.
No, I don't know what it was. I mean, it gets, I don't know if
It does not stay straight. Even when it's not spinning the tires, it's swirling. I'm thinking the suspension needs some attention.
Yeah.
Because it's all over the place even when it's not spinning the tires.
Yeah.
And Corvettes are supposed to handle really, really well. This one handles like it wants to kill you.
Wow, check out those headlights.
The one bounces around a little bit. There's a little thing in its housing. But it's got working headlights.
It took quite a hit, whatever it hit.
Yeah, I think the rear section of the frame is tweaked a little bit.
Yeah. But
See, the taillights are working back in there. It's lit up in the back.
yeah, totally street legal.
I mean, debatable.
Yeah, definitely not. You can spray paint those taillights red because it's just the bulbs hanging out the back.
Yeah. So I know my dad has been mentioning Mark Frisbee and Built Should Have Bought Garage.
Yes.
But look who's here. It's Mark and Jamie, and this is their project. And so we're passing it off to them. They just drove down from Indiana, and they're gonna take this Corvette and marry it to a K5 Blazer
Which is on the trailer.
and build something ridiculous with the guys from Treadwear, right?
Yep, we're going to Treadwear tomorrow.
So if you want to follow along on their project, you need to check out their YouTube channel, which is,
Built Should Have Bought Garage.
there you go. So what's the plan? What's the idea? Is this your idea or his idea or a little bit of both?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, it actually is a little bit of both. And Michael Hunt kind of told us what we were going to do. So we found the Blazer. We found the Corvette down here. You picked it up.
Yep.
So tomorrow, all the fiberglass comes off this. Windshield gets cut. All this gets cut off, and
Can't you save the windshield and sell it?
I don't know. Maybe
Anyway,
we can talk about that.
That sounds
But-
very difficult.
I know
Yeah.
the back glass is worth some money.
Well, the back glass is coming off.
Yeah.
And we are going to slide the skin of the K5 on it and get it mocked up to the point where we can take it back home, and then I can build it. Can build it forward and backward.
So the question is, how is it getting to Alabama tomorrow?
Somebody thinks they're going to drive it.
I think
Because that sounds like a great idea. Yep, totally a real car you can take on the road.
I think I want to drive it, and Mark is in the expedition, pulling a trailer, pulling the Blazer, and Jamie would drive over in another car, and then that would be my way to get back here because I have to come back tomorrow.
Which is all great, as long as it makes it there. We don't get pulled over and it doesn't get impounded. Nothing can go wrong with this idea.
Exactly. So if you want to follow along on the future adventures of this vehicle and what they have planned for it, yeah, go check out Built Should Have Bought Garage. And the next video on the build of this car will be on his channel. So that's the place to watch it.
Right on.
So thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Good luck with this ridiculousness.
This is stupid.
Yeah. So as always, thanks to you guys for watching. It means the world to us. And if you go hit that subscribe button right now, it would do a lot for us because it allows us to do more cool stuff like this with idiots like them. I just met Jamie. I probably shouldn't be calling her an idiot, but that's what we all are when it comes to this hobby. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.